The first goal conceded early, that little chaos. What do you say about that?
I mean, I don't know. It's just a difficult one because the one thing we talked about having a really good start against this team. I think it's a team that starts slow in games. You know, especially the first 15 minutes. We've talked about it, and we wanted to come out, and then it's one of those things. We have opportunities, to clear the ball 2 or 3 times. We don't, and you give up a goal that early, and then sometimes inside, I'm saying, oh, here we go again. Right to start. But for me, I think in the 2 games, and after that, I felt in the first half, after that goal, I think there were moments where we could have pressed better. I think we got, and moments we pressed at the wrong time, and there were moments in transition where they were dangerous. Tactically, we switched Fede on the left side to deal with their pace on that side a little bit better, and that kind of settled things down. But then I felt for me that the character of the team was excellent. We pushed the game. We came out the second half, and we created a lot of chances. We scored the goal, obviously, and that's a positive, again, to come from behind. I felt the guys that came in brought really good energy, and played really well, and, that's what we need. So in the end, I think for me in the 2 games, we've changed tactically the way we want to play, but I think it's been a good change for us. We haven't gotten the wins, but for me, I feel that we're improving as a team. There's a big belief within the group. There's frustration also, for sure. A lot of emotions because where we are at the moment, but we have to keep going. And like I told the guys, it's great that we're playing Saturday again. It's going to be a big crowd. And then, I think we have to build on this also, the momentum in the last 2 games, and come out with same attitude against the Galaxy Saturday.
Thank you. Alex Calabrese, MIR 97. Asking you shall deliver. I'll ask about Hugo Kuipers. Nice goal for him.
Yes.
What's that going to do for his confidence going forward and the team's confidence as well when the striker is putting the ball in the back of the net?
Yeah, I think for Hugo, I think you guys sometimes see from the top, and I think that's, I think he works hard, and so it was very important for him to get that goal. I think for many reasons, for the team, for himself, obviously. I think it's good, and at that moment we were thinking ahead also before he scored the goal. We had the subs ready, because it's 75th minute. We're also thinking about the game Saturday. And then he got the goal, and I think that was great. But in our mind already, we had made the decision to make the changes, and I felt all the changes, I think for me, came in and a positive impact on the team. Really good energy, and the only negative thing is just have to see now again. We go into a game like this, and you have Goodman that we missed for quite a while, and coming down with a hamstring. It's the other hamstring, not the same one. So that's a difficult one because now both Chase Gasper and him, both left-footed guys, might be out. Hopefully, have to evaluate tomorrow to see how long. But that's one of the guys that's such a key guy for us, and having him and Chase out at this moment, it's not an easy one for the team. I felt Johnny and Arnaud came in when I have to put them switch sides. They did extremely well, but it's different when you have a more natural left-footed player there. So we have to evaluate him and Fede and see where they are at the moment. But that's the negative thing I would say coming out of this match.
They stopped for me. Awesome. Jim Alexander with The Real Talker.
Yeah, come on, man.
Coach,
yes.
Considering the point in the season we're halfway through, about last 3 games, you got a goal in each game. We were here when there were no goals for multiple games. Is it a point where you're thinking about playoffs right now, or is it this slow sort of baby steps where, hey, we're at least getting goals and, we're getting points in the last few games too? Is that sort of the maybe mentality for you too, just like kind of maybe take things backwards and start a little bit slowly and see that progress go? Or are you kind of thinking still ahead of like, hey, we need to chase the playoffs?
I mean, we're always thinking about the playoffs. We're always looking at the standings to see. It's no secret. You say, I don't want to look, but we're always looking. It's us, the players. It's just normal to see that. But, I think before the last 2 games, obviously we talked about before, is that we were giving up way too many goals. We had to change something. I needed guys that were going to be, committed 100% all in. I talked about that every game we play in now, we have to think about it as, even though there's no relegation, think about it as a relegation fight in every game, at this moment. So, I think that's what our mindset was, different game, obviously, DC and this, different teams, and then I felt that going into DC, I think that you guys saw the game. I think, it's a team that's very direct. I think we beat them in their own game, not winning normally the first initial ball, but a lot of times we're picking up second balls or duels. In this game, it's a team that's going to play a lot more, and I felt that, we, had a really good second half and we created a lot of chances. So the playoffs, for sure. That's never going to go away all the way to the end, the last second, but we have to start step by step. And one of the things we talked about is that, defending better, clean sheets. The last 2 games, we gave up 1 goal. We created a lot more opportunities. I felt we should have won both games. That's not the case, but it starts from there. If not giving up a second goal in games is huge for us because we're going to create opportunities. That's the way I feel, and, that's a step in the right direction. So I think for me, you simplify things also on training, but we also have to take it a step at a time. And one of our goals today was we're going out to win the first half. That didn't happen, but the team showed character to come back, and the changes we made were really positive.